bless it. Who's been messing with the damn camera? There we go. I need to just tape that down. I'm getting sick of it. But hey guys, welcome back to Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I meant to put my hoodie on, because I'm still wearing my work shirt and I really can't be showing that off midstream. One moment, I'm going to send the Discord link out. In the meantime, you can appreciate the look of Island Aurora's resident anti-corporation, anti-private military anarchist. Oh, we got another subscriber. Whoever just subscribed to bring me up to 506 subscribers, thank you very much. Mobile doesn't inform me when someone subscribes. Alright. I'm just gonna get set up on a thing real quick, and then I'm gonna walk away to get some pizza. Yeah, 1 second, I gotta... Alright, here we go. Step into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. That was close.
support as soon as possible. Over. I know there's shits around here. What the? All right, target on both sides. Hostiles in the area. We can't hide for long. Ow! Come on, I need a visual. That's up. Hostile is hit. Repeat. Hostile is hit. Cover me. I'm
Where the fuck's that coming from? Oh, he's a...
Stay sharp, boys. Kill everything. Move! I got him. Kill that bastard. Hit him. When I find you, you'll pay for killing my friend.
Oh, you guys have friends? Could have fooled me. Oh, I don't have any mines. Shit. God. Neutralize him, God.
Take him out. Shoot him and let's be done with it. Watch for targets.
Alright, I'm about to go grab some pizza. I won't stop the stream, I'll just mute the mic whenever I'm taking a bite. Oh, headshot. Stabbed him in the femoral artery and slit his throat. That is just brutal. Alright, let's have a longer look around. Let's see if I can find anything else in this place. There's bound to be some more intel or maybe some collectibles. Well, since it's a Ubisoft game, I can't really kill civilians, so... Ow. Oh, you guys trashed my bike. Something just saw me. Why do you guys all sound like you're having sex? To be fair, I think you drifted the bike into that concrete border when you got there. Shut up. That wasn't my fault. I didn't put that there. They did. It's their fault. Totally their fault. Alright. While this loads, I'm going to let her sit at the bivouac for just a minute while I go grab my pizza. Can't navigate my own house. Can't navigate my own damn house without hurting myself. Papa John's, sponsored, not sponsored. I'm not actually sponsored. I don't think they'd sponsor me anyway. Now herein lies the problem. I'm probably going to make myself sick eating all of this because I get an entire pizza and then I scarf most of it down. Okay. I just had to finish chewing and swallowing. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, we're gonna try this loadout. I don't know why Sierra Mist does that to me. You know what? We're just gonna drive down the mountain and see what happens. Don't ask how that works, it just works. To quote Todd Coward, it just works.
Show here. Exactly. Wrap my head around having enough money to fly a whole island. Sooner or later, those ghosts will learn they don't have a chance in hell.
Damn it. Locked.
Okay. Alright, they're here. Now we just gotta find them.
Wow, what a helpful attitude. All right,
This is not good. I'm gonna look around. Yeah, we better investigate.
hey, I gotta take out those lights. They're leaving them on and it's wasting electricity. And building secure. Nice work, everybody. Yes, that house had 2 pool tables. So that your guards can play pool. And because you have to show off that you've got that money. Ooh. Hella choopy? What's a hella choopy? I totally forgot to talk. Jeez. Alright, a 4th echelon patch. Alright. This was part of a Splinter Cell DLC, and I love this. It's got an internal suppressor. Another echelon. Huh. Iconic weapon of the Terminator. Alright. See, she even pulls down the visor. Such a mundane little thing, but I think that's really cool. Ow, mother humper. Damn it. Tried to move to get at the glare of the window away from the TV, and I pulled something out of the socket. Not anything on my body, I just pulled a charger out of a socket. Alright, motherfuckers.
Hostiles are firing at us!
Roger. All right, stay alert, everyone.
Around here, and I'm gonna find them.
They're out there, guys. Get ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Whoa, whatever that is, I want it. Okay, those guys are friendlies. They're okay. Man, I keep forgetting to talk. I get so into this that I forget to talk. Pretty sure that's a reprieve for some people, but...
Can't get over how loaded Skell is.
And look where it got him. He deserves what's coming.
You know what? That's enough of that.
Shit!
Take cover!
Contact! Enemy contact! Got it! We see him! We'll be ready!
Hey, find their location ASAP!
Ha! I knew that was going to come in handy at one point. Oh, crap. The bike's still going. Oh, you think?
Can't find him. It's too dark. There's someone around here, and I'm gonna find him.
Let's smoke him! They're taking out our team!
Da 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 da. Oh, hi. I'm gonna take your pomegranates. Cool, cool. Shit, there's more intel.
You son of a bitch!
Why do I shoot out the lights? I like to. Oh, I already shut that one out. Okay. Wait, did I? And because they're bright and I hate them. Ooh, a helicopter. Ooh.
Come on, let's kill this bastard! Bring on that shit!
Yeah, the power totally went out. Yeah, that until doesn't really matter. Oops. Ah. Trying to stay in line at the side of the camera. Shit. Oh, God. Alright, where the hell was I going? Alright, here we go. God. I need to keep talking. There's a reason I've got the camera on and my headset on. I just keep forgetting to talk. I just get so focused on that damn game. Damn.
Those ghosts don't stand a chance.
Fuck. More comic lore. What? Shut up. Everybody shut up.
Oh shit!
Shut up. Assholes are gonna blow my goddamn cover. Oh, I don't know why I'm racking my brains trying to think of something to come up with. I could just talk about Planet Hulk. So, the Illuminati of the Marvel Universe the Illuminati of the Marvel Universe was comprised of fuck? Anyway, it's comprised of Iron Man, Professor Xavier, Namor the Submariner, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and Reed Richards. They were the smartest minds of the Marvel Universe, and they got together and they said, maybe we can figure out how to steer the world in the right direction. And their first act was to launch Hulk into space, towards a planet where he would be happy, where he couldn't hurt anything, and no one could hurt him. Well, Hulk gets mad, understandably, at being lied to, so he damages the ship and it goes off course and flies through a wormhole. And it winds up on the planet Sakaar, where he's met by these red-skinned people in, like, Greek-themed armor who paralyze him and then knock him out, and he's sold as a slave to the gladiatorial pits. And while he's there, he meets this bug person called Maik. And they kill some monsters, and the Red King approaches. And Hulk's like, oh, this guy's the one in charge. He's the one I gotta fucking beat the shit out of. And he tries to, and the Red King's got this battle suit that matches Hulk's speed and strength, and then the Hulk manages to land a blow, and that's when fuck, I forgot her name. The Shadow Guard of the Red King. I know her name. I just read it again. Kyra. Kyra stops him. She's gonna be important, so keep her name in mind. She stops him and she lays Hulk the fuck out. She's this gray-skinned, lithe yet muscular woman, and she just one hit lays him out. At least that's how I remember it. I could be wrong. But they send Hulk to the pit, and that's where he meets Korg, a rock person. Now, Korg and Maik are actually in Thor Ragnarok, which is great. But they're not like they are in the comics. They also meet a creature called the Brood, which is this weird alien thing with bug wings, rows of teeth, and all these weird tentacle appendages. It's very buggish in nature. And there's also Ellie. It's spelled very strange. Ellie and her bodyguard. They are Sakaarians. They're red-skinned natives of the planet who spoke out against the Red King.
Hell yes! Let's kill him!
And they become warbound after Ellie's bodyguard dies in a fight in the pit.
On out, you son of a bitch! Come in. Get out somewhere. I don't know sweat. They're out here. Give a look out. Find them. They're here. There's nothing yet. Keep looking.
Yeah, after Ellie's bodyguard dies... Oh no, there's one last guy, whose name I can't remember, but he's gray-skinned like Kyra. No. Hiriam. Hiriam is his name. He is an old warrior priest who, a disgraced warrior priest, I might add. You suck. And they become war-bound. after Ellie's bodyguard dies, and then they continue to fight on, and eventually they're entered in a fight that will earn them their freedom, and the Red King tries to drop a bomb on them. But the Hulk leaps into the path of the bomb. And mind you, he's already been like impaled, burned with lava. So he's just been getting more and more pissed. So after the bomb drops on him, he comes racing out of the smoke and slaughters the Red King's death bots. And the Red King goes, alright, you know what? I'm gonna fight you again. And I don't remember exactly what happens next, but through a series of events, Hulk busts all of the slaves out. No! I remember what happens next. I'm an idiot. I just remember what happens next. I gotta pause because I can't focus and do that at the same time. What happens next is the Red King's getting mad. He's like, God damn it, I need something that can kill the Green Scar. And it turns out he has something. An enslaved Silver Surfer. Anyone who comes into slavery on Sakaar has an obedience disc attached to their skin. And if you try to resist it for too long, it will fry your brain. And so he pits the Silver Surfer against the Hulk and his Warbound. And the fight goes on for a bit. And Hulk damages... No, he doesn't just damage it. He rips the obedience disc clean off Silver Surfer and then continues to just beat the shit out of him because he's pissed. He's the Hulk. And then the Red King is like, alright, how about this? I'll give you your freedom if you kill Ellie. Ellie's father was a dissenter. I can't have her trying to embody his ideals. And Hulk and the Warbound refused. So Kyra turns on the obedience discs and says, if you resist these for too long, they're going to kill you. It's going to fry your brains. You will die. And the Warbound, even my Eeks, they're standing there like, we're not gonna do it. And then next thing you know, there's this flash of energy, and all across the city, I think even across the planet. No, it was just in the city. In the city, all of the obedience discs short circuit and just fall off. The Silver Surfer, with as much cosmic energy as he could muster at that moment, EMP'd all of the obedience discs in the city, and he was like, no more slaves. None. And the Hulk tears the stadium down, and the slaves revolt, and Hulk takes most of the slaves and just runs for it. So they form a legion. It's very Spartacus-esque. If you want to compare it to like an actual like Greek tale or something, Spartacus would be the best thing to compare it to. Only Hulk doesn't die at the end. Anyway, Kyra shows up. She's tracking him, and they fight. And then that's when the Red King drops these ships from the moon on them, and they're carrying these amorphous blob things with these pincers. And the people of Sakaar called them the Spikes, because whatever they touch, they infect and mutate into more of them. And they're somewhat telepathic. So you can hear the voices of your loved ones screaming in your head. I remember that being a plot point. But anyway, what happens next is they're still fighting, but Hulk and his Warbound and the slave army, well, former slaves made into an army, they find the nearest village and they hole up with them because they know the spikes are going to go to them anyway, and those people have old flame rifles which can kill the spikes. And partway through the fight, Hulk gets injected and little spikes start to poke out of his skin, but he takes a broken piece of a blade that Kyra had jammed in him, cuts his chest open, reaches in, grabs the parasite, and rips it out. Just straight up rips it out of him. And then Kyra, she stops fighting the Hulk. She stops fighting him and his Warbound, and she jumps to the aid of the civilians. The Red King's like, Shadow, what are you doing? I order you to kill the Green Scar. And she's like, I will kill him once these civilians are safe. These are your people. You should be protecting them. And while this is going on, Mike smells pheromones. And he's like, what? And he finds out that the last living queen of his people, because his people are born from eggs laid by queens, the last living queen of his species has been enslaved by this village, and they're forcing her to lay eggs, which they eat. So Mike tries to kill them, and in the process the queen gets infected, but the Hulk, you think the Hulk pulls the parasite out, and they manage to save the queen. And they start and they get everyone to safety, as many people as they can. But as they're doing that, the Red King launches several death bombs at the village, and Kyra, all she can do is grab the nearest child and like curl up around him and just be like, it's going to be okay, you're going to be okay. And the death firebombs hit and the village is gone. And Kyra is sitting in the middle of the ruins holding that child, who just fades to ash and blows away. And that's when she joins the Warbound. And she's like, I will join you until my life is spent, or I slice the Red King from gullet to groin. And Hulk's like, that's good enough for me. And then it's revealed the last living insect queen of Mike's species, the infection had spread too far before they could save her, and she starts to mutate. Hulk gets ready to incinerate it with one of the flame rifles, and Mike grabs him and throws him to the ground. And he's like, you're not killing her. And he picks up the flame rifle himself and incinerates her. And in saving his friends and the people around him and what's left of his species, he's also doomed his people. And so they have to fight the spikes, fight the Red King's army. And it culminates in this showdown where they manage to side with the spikes. They find the alphas of the spike horde who are like, we're sentient. We just feed on dying stars. We're supposed to feed on dying stars, but our ships came through this wormhole and crashed on this planet. We're hungry. We're starving. We're trying not to lose control, but it's so hard. And Loka's like, you can feed off my gamma energy. I am constantly producing it. You can feed off that, and that should keep you from killing these people. all you have to do is help us stop the Red King. And they fight the Red King, and Hulk starts tearing the Red King's battlesuit apart. And then the Red King sets off bombs he had hidden in the tectonic plates, so the planet's shaking itself apart now. Hulk leaps into a chasm, into magma that's scorching and burning away his skin, grabs the tectonic plates, and forces them back together. He forces that world to hold itself together, then throws himself out of the magma, grabs Korg's hand, and Korg launches him at the Red King, and Hulk with one punch takes him out, launches him out of the city and into a far field where these death bots have been harassing villages. They're not really part of the story, they're just like in there randomly, so I don't count them as a major part of the story. But they converge on the Red King and slaughter him. Those death bots just kill him. And Hulk's like, alright, well, what happens now? And everyone starts chanting, King Hulk, and he's like, no, I do not want this. No, fuck no, no way, no how. And Korg and Hiroim and Kyra, everyone is like, Hulk, you are the best person to lead these people. You are the strongest being on this planet. You freed these people. You led an army. You are the best choice to lead us. And then he's like, alright. And then Kyra and Hiroim's tribe comes and they say, hey, Kyra could still be your shadow guard. We can make a new treaty and give you her as a shadow guard, since she was already one for the Red King. And there's been a kind of a building thing between Hulk and Kyra, and he's like, I don't want a guardian. I want a wife. And so they get married. Hulk's the king. And Maik and Brood get together for some weird reason. I don't question it. And, shit, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. Maik and Brood are making out in the catacombs of the Red King's castle, and they find the remains of the ship that brought Hulk to Earth, along with the message from the Illuminati telling Hulk that they were sending him away from Earth. And Maik tries to show it to the Hulk like, don't you want to go back? Don't you want to destroy them? Don't you want to make them pay? And Hulk's like, no. I'm done. I am fucking done with that. I don't want to go back. I have a life here. I can lead these people. And one day he thinks, well, maybe I should just leave this kingdom, but I'm not leaving this planet. And he says to Kyra, hey, can we go? Can we just go and be alone somewhere on this planet where they won't find us? And Kyra shows him these fields where desert had once been. She's showing him all these fields, all these farmlands that have grown. And she looks at him and she goes, this came from your blood. Your blood rejuvenated this planet. You brought it back from ruin. This is your doing. You say you're only made to destroy, but you have created so much beauty here. And then she says, think about the world you're creating for us and our child. She basically reveals that she's pregnant, and Hulk's like, oh, okay, all right, sure. And I think there's a time skip to the next day. The Warbound are out doing things. Some of them are out in fields. There's a robot that you don't see too much of, except for at the beginning, at the very end, that he's going to be the Warbound's emissary to the robots. I'm all over with the storytelling. I am so sorry, everyone. But he gets out there, and he's talking to the Warbots, and he's like, hey, we're willing to live peacefully alongside you. We can... Because if you don't accept this, Big Green out back there is going to come out here and just wipe y'all out anyway. And then the warbots already know what's about to happen, and they're like, why would we side with a man who's about to lose everything? You've got scanners. Use them. Turns out the people had brought the wreckage out of the catacombs and built a mural of it. Out of it. Bleh. Can't talk. Except the warp core inside of it was still very much active. And it starts to overload, and Hulk grabs it and launches it as hard as he can into the sky. But it breaches, and the explosion flattens the city. Takes the whole thing out. And Hulk and Kyra are holding each other, and they're like, we're gonna make this. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. All the warbound survive. Because they weren't close enough to the city to be affected by the blast. But Hulk was at the epicenter, and he's holding Kyra, and he looks down, and she turns to dust. She's gone. And he goes into a rage, and he just starts smashing everything around him, screaming to the sky to give his people back. He wants the people he was going to lead back, and the last thing he says is, give her back. He just wants his wife. And then that's when the warbound come in their ship. They're like, Hulk, we have to go. And he's like, there's nowhere to go. There's nothing left. Just leave me here. And then they're like, yeah, there's nothing here, but we can go after the ones who did this. We know where your home planet is. We can take you there. And that's when World War Hulk starts. Oh, Black Bolt was in the Illuminati. I knew I was forgetting someone. Fuck. But Hulk shows up on the moon, and he takes out Black Bolt first. And Black Bolt, for anyone who's not aware, is a Inhuman. They're a type of mutant that's kind of more than a mutant, but not exactly a god. And Black Bolt's power is his voice. Even a whisper can generate a shockwave that could shred the skin right off you. And he tries to take down the Hulk, and the Hulk... sorry. If I talk for too long, my throat dries out. I'm trying to moisten it. The Hulk takes him out. Doesn't kill him. Doesn't kill him. He lets him live. But he beats the shit out of him. Yeah, he beats the shit out of him. I'll drink some water in a minute. And after he defeats Black Bolt, he sends a holographic message to every major city on Earth.
Hit the target.
You guys just wax pathetic. Get it? It's like wax poetic. But it's funny because they're pathetic. How long have I been streaming this? Oh shit, yeah, I blew that up. And he says, I'm here to destroy these specific people. What? And he names off all the members of the Illuminati. And he holds up Black Bolt's unconscious body and goes, I'm going to take over New York. You have 24 hours to get out. Anyone who doesn't, it's on you. So all the heroes are trying to get... Yeah, I think I'll just finish talking about World War Hulk, and then I'll end the stream and I'll pick up with Ghostbusters, because there's not really much to do in this other than the story mode now, and I'm kind of just like, meh. Sorry. But, all the members of the Illuminati try to take him out, and they're like, nothing we're doing is working. And so they go to the Sentry, who is one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe, and the only character that can truly go toe-to-toe with the Hulk and survive in the like a long-term battle with the Hulk. Does he know how many people are in New York? He doesn't care. He really doesn't care at that point. Oh. Well, they go to the Sentry. Sentry is like, his human form's like, nope, I'm agoraphobic at this point. I can't even leave my house. I'm too scared of what I'll do if I become the Sentry again. So the Illuminati are like, fuck. And long story short, they try to fight. They all lose. And the Hulk puts obedience discs on them and says, you're going to fight to the death for my amusement. But first, and he brings together all of these people and has them state their names and then how they were victims of the collateral damage of superhero fights. And Hulk looks at them and goes, you say I'm a danger to this planet? Look in the fucking mirror. You're all a threat. You're all as culpable as I am for the collateral damage done to innocent people when fights between us and supervillains break out. And he makes them fight, but then he stops it before anyone can kill each other. And he says, alright, we're done. I came to make a point that I'm better than you. That I'm better than all of you. Now, I'm going to let you all leave. And when you are all gone, when all innocents are out of the city, I'm going to flatten New York. And then I'm going to leave. And then that's when the Sentry shows up and they fight for a while, and to the point where both the Sentry and the Hulk exhaust their power, and the Sentry reverts to his human form and the Hulk reverts back to Banner. And then like, alright. And the Banner's like, alright, we don't need to destroy New York. We've made our point. Let's go. Once we're on the ship, the Hulk can take back over, and we can leave. And then Mike goes, no, I want to kill these people. We need to kill them. You forgot who you were, Hulk. You were a destroyer, and I needed to remind you. And Mike reveals he sabotaged the ship. So Hulk starts to lose. Banner starts to lose it. He turns into the Hulk, but then the Hulk starts to glow because he's so angry at being betrayed yet again that all that energy is building up inside him. He's about to go nuclear and just take out the planet. And Tony has to, as in a last-ditch effort, he aligns multiple satellites and brings the full might of their power down on Hulk and knocks him out. And so they have to lock him away. And then the Warbound stay on the planet, and they're like, we're gonna stay. If he ever gets out, we may need to make sure he remembers who he is. But they abandon Mike. They're like, you are no longer Warbound. Get the fuck out before we kill you. And that's how World War Hulk ended. There's a what if where instead of Kyra dying, Hulk died. And Kyra, before they leave, absorbs the rest of the planet's power and goes, let's go to Earth. And when she gets to Earth, she kills people. She cuts off Iron Man's head. I remember she cuts off Iron Man's head. She pulverizes a lot of people. And then once that the fighting's over, that they realize there's nothing we can do to stop this woman. We are literally done for. We're all gonna die. But Kyra doesn't want to stop, and it's the Warbound that stops her. And they say, killing them all won't solve anything. And she's like, it'll make me feel better. And it's like, no. We've got something better. So she enslaves the entirety of the planet. And it makes the heroes and villains build a massive statue of the Hulk. And years have passed by the time it's finished, and she's had her child, and the child's already grown up, and he's huge. And he just comes to her and he goes, Mother, it's time. And she's like, at last. And she climbs the statue up to the palm, and she stands there and lets herself turn to stone. And she becomes part of the statue so that she can be with her husband forever. So either way, it's just a very tragic story. It's one of my favorites because it's so beautifully told, and we get to see a side of Hulk we don't always see. And it's very sad. Though the good news, we may be getting to see that side of Hulk again in Immortal Hulk, which has gone from just normal Hulk hero shit to holy goddamn, this is terrifying, I want to go home. Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared. Sorry I didn't cut off the mic in time to block out the entirety of that sneeze. Alright. Ow. Okay, that's the story of Planet Hulk and World War Hulk. I'm going to cut the stream here because as fun as this game can be for in the short term, after a while you start to remember why you stopped playing it because it just gets a little repetitive. Especially if you don't want to do the story because it's just so bleh. I know I said in a previous stream that I love this game. I do, but It just can't hold my attention span these days. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it here, boot up Ghostbusters, and we'll see that in the next stream. So to everyone who stuck around, thank you for tuning in. Check the Discord chat if you'd like. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that bell. And I will see you in the next video.